Well, as a people, docility has cost us so much that it is quite shameful that we no longer have people who speak on behalf of the Benin interest. The generations before us has failed us as a people. We cannot afford to fail the next generation after us. We are aware of what is presently going on in the country and some policies being arraigned by the majority for the minorities. I remember late last year there was a policy, a bill that was passed through in Lagos State by Lagos State House of Assembly, where they said that all primary, secondary school, whether private or public, should ensure that Yoruba language is taught and it's compulsory and it's mandatory. Well, so many people didn't see that as a way of recolonizing people in their own country through language. Everybody just allowed that go through until the sudden event that cropped up about a day or two ago, where we heard that the Lagos State government was already considering that until you have a credit pass on Yoruba language, you cannot be allowed to gain admission into any of the tertiary institutions. And again, I wish to refresh the memory of His Excellency Governor Ambode, that at the mid part of last year, during the 50 years anniversary of Lagos, he made mention in one of his talk that it is wrong and unfair for people to call Lagos a no man's land, because people actually owns Lagos, in which Benin, as a separate ethnic nationality from Yoruba, was mentioned by the governor. We therefore want to ask, why the essence of Yoruba in a state that is not predominantly dominated one ethnic nationality called Yoruba? We are aware of how in time past the Yorubas have tried to ensure that the Benin history is well blotted out of the world history. And at all times of these historical processes, we have resisted them and will continue to resist them. I remember the very speech of Alake of Egba, January 7, 1952, where he said, and I quote, "Ooni is on my right hand side. The leader of our people, Obafemi Awolowo, is on my left hand side. And indeed, the voice is complete." Knowing fully well that they were representatives from Benin and Delta province. The Oba of Benin was seated there. He acknowledged the Ooni of Ife, he acknowledged Obafemi Awolowo, and he failed to acknowledge the Oba of Benin, Oba Akinzwa II. That was all led to the plebiscite, the referendum, the Midwest referendum that was achieved in 1963, because the Yoruba were trying to Yorubanize all ethnic nationalities at that time with the old Western region. Exactly what they are trying to do in this 21st century, and exactly what we are trying to address. History clearly put it that Benins are the owner of Lagos. And again they said that the Benin people came to meet the Yoruba people in Lagos. I wish to address that. It is in the public domain how Oduduwa became the progenitor of the Yoruba race. a lot of modern Yoruba historian believes that Oduduwa came to meet people at Ife, which he conquered. Oduduwa became progenitor of the Yoruba race by conquest. When you say that the Oduduwa became the progenitor of Yoruba race by conquest, then you can also give that same credit to Benin becoming the owner of Eko by conquest. So we are asking that you can either be an aborigine of a place or you can either conquer a place. So whichever way, you become the owner of that place. Exactly what played out in Lagos. But be that as it may be, we are not even saying that Yoruba does not have a stake in the formation or the founding of Eko, but we are saying that we have the same equal stake, as fair enough as it is. But otherwise, we know that we're the outright owner. We listened to the words of Oba Akiole around May last year, when he potently said that the Benins are the owner of Lagos. We listen to great personality like the Bimpe, where he came out on Vanguard and said that Benins are the true owners of Lagos. And we also listen to Erelu Dosumu, where she came out and completely laid to bed. One point that she raised was very clear. He said, we knew that the true ownership of Lagos will soon come to the limelight. And when it comes to the limelight, posterity can always judge us if we don't speak the truth. And she said that the Yorubas or the Aworis pay the sakole to the Oba of Benin. You can only pay homage to the owners of a place and not to the tenants. So even in the Lagos State website acknowledges the Benin influences over Lagos. On the Wikipedia, it acknowledges the Benin influences on Lagos. They want all this deception, this ability to try to erupt already well-documented history because of the fact that we are now minorities and they think that they are majority. We wish to put it plain and clear that we are aware that they have tried all they can to say that we are not as great as we are. But we have said that the history book didn't say so. And I have to make it clear for the world to be aware that even before a Yoruba man was recorded to have any connection or any interaction with a white man, the Benins have already been going to Europe to gain an advanced education. In other words, history book says we are the first educated people in the present location or geographical location now called Nigeria. So let nobody or ethnic race, because of their modern personality, look down upon the greatness of the Benin people. And I wish to say that all the Benins, far and wide, that the true ownership of Lagos is not a controversy. The world knows who actually owns Lagos. And every move for the Lagos state government or any Yoruba person to Yorubanize Lagos will be highly resisted by the Benin. Thank you.